What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Loading Podcast. My name is Arthur.
And my name is AJ.
It is September 19th, 2020. We are 2 days away from the end of summer. It has come by fairly quickly, in my opinion, but fall is coming, ladies and gentlemen, so get your sweaters ready. Get your warm clothing ready, because, you already know how the weather be.
Plug your ACs out. Take
your
ACs down from out your window. It's clipped.
Make sure you put your portable ACs back in the closet for next year, unless you live in a godforsaken hot-ass household, and then by all means go ahead. But anyway, AJ, how are you doing, my guy?
I'm doing great. You know what I mean? I'm coming back from last episode where I predicted the future. Yeah. I'm feeling good. There's a lot of stuff to talk about today. I mean, sort of, kind of. There is some things to talk about, but it's also been kind of a slow news week in other regards. But we definitely got a lot to talk about on the gaming side, at least. I can say for that. Arthur, how you been? Real quick?
I have been having a very fun week, honestly speaking. This week on stream, we finally beat Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, congratulations. Oh, and congratulations for you also being accepted into the Twitch affiliate program.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I never thought that I'd be an affiliate, but the last stream, ironically, the last one for Dark Souls, so many people turned up. It was honestly a blast. Every single one of you who turned up, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Twitch.tv/FlyingRye. All right. Also, no, I might as well get the other plugs out the way, guys. If you are listening to this podcast, make sure you're aware you can check us out on any other platform. That goes for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, and pretty much everywhere else. Make sure if you guys want to access any questions, you can leave a Q&A question on our site, which is at anchor.fm/theloadingpodcast. I repeat, that is at anchor.fm/theloadingpodcast. And also make sure you check out our video version on my YouTube channel, which is at Aaron Ryder. Yeah. All right. So,
yes, sir.
Once again, though, thank you. I mean, congratulations for getting on that affiliate. That's what's up, for real.
Hell yeah.
And you know what I mean? I expect to see some sub emotes coming real soon.
Yeah, we'll definitely have some. I'm working on which ones I'm gonna add to the channel, some stuff that I can reward viewers with, just make it an overall a better experience for not only me but for everyone watching, because at the end of the day, that's why I like streaming, is to get people in, have a fun time, watch my suffering or some funny moments that we all share, and yeah, it's good. Aside from that, nothing too much. Haven't really played any new games, but I have played the Super Mario 3D Collection, which is out now, and me and AJ have been touching a little bit on the Cold War Alpha, which we'll probably give our solid opinions next week. But aside from that, everything's been pretty good.
I think we can give our first impressions, or just our first impressions, because I believe we have played everything there is to play in the beta. We've only played it once. That's the thing there. But we definitely will talk about it later on this episode. Right before we get into that, though, I feel like we should start getting into some small news stories, some very, very small news stories. Guys, unfortunately, we do not have our weekly segment this week. It's a slow news week in regards outside of gaming. There's really been not much else going on besides the big reveal, which is the PS5 thing. But, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Arthur, do you want to go ahead and take the first topic?
Well, it's a quick news story. This is regarding the TikTok ban that has just been officially announced and also being put into effect, I believe, tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right, so then, AJ, I want you to, tell me about this, because you know a little bit more about why TikTok is being banned and such, because we were literally just discussing about it, but give us the reasoning why.
So apparently why it's being banned is because I guess America has suspicion to believe that TikTok has things on their app that is retrieving data from its users in the US. And as you may or may not know, TikTok is owned by China, which China doesn't really have any difference between, businesses and states. So therefore, all the information that TikTok has been getting is going straight to the Chinese government, all the data they've been collecting. and I guess America has its own suspicions, and because of that, it's getting banned on Sunday. I believe people will still be able to download it, but I believe they're cutting off any type of future updating, or I'm not sure if it's going to be removed. So basically so where it's like only people that have the app. Like, remember when Flappy Bird was still a thing? Jeez, I can't believe I'm bringing up Flappy Bird. But when Flappy Bird was deleted off the App Store, like, you could still, if you still had it on there, you're good, but you couldn't download it anymore. So I don't know if it's gonna be something similar to like that or what's gonna happen, but it's still gonna be a functioning app from what I know. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So if I think the app might end up stagnating though over time due to lack of future updates and things like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I know the people or the community that uses TikTok is still probably gonna be using it, but it's like you say, like without constant updates and fixing or doing anything else with the app, people are just gonna end up moving on. But you still have those dedicated people that are probably gonna keep it alive for as long as possible. Me personally, I never used TikTok. I never saw the appeal whatsoever. I know a couple of friends that like it just for memes, but I'm like, if I want to look at TikTok memes, I'll just go on YouTube and search it up.
This is like what happened to Vine, but like spyware.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
But that's it for the TikTok.
Yeah, they come and go. You see that, right? You see how fast they come and go?
Yeah.
Like, we were just talking about Vine. Vine got shut down in 2016, I believe. Mm-hmm. And now TikTok's getting banned in 2020. So that's tough, man. That's real tough.
We're gonna have a new app, I swear to God, like in a year's time, where it's kind of like the same thing, but it's based in America, so you don't have to worry about this.
Well, it already kind of exists. I don't know if you know that. There's a thing. Instagram has been trying to compete with TikTok. They did this thing called Instagram Reels, which is basically
Instagram Reels.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a TikTok copycat. However you want to look at it.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's built into the app. So if you have Instagram, you should know what I'm talking about, and you use it, and you go like the explore page and shit like that. But yeah. Anyways, we got some other stuff to talk about. I guess, do you want to give her your quick thoughts or first little impressions? We're going to move away from this and get into gaming now. Do you want to give our first impressions on the Cold War Alpha?
Sure. Me and AJ, yesterday, we got to play about 3 hours, I believe, of the Cold War Alpha. This is the same build, mind you, that a lot of the people who were playing it on the COD Cold War multiplayer reveal. This is the exact same build. I don't know if things got updated between then and now, but first impressions, to me personally, this definitely felt more of a classic Call of Duty game than what Modern Warfare was trying to go for.
I agree wholeheartedly. Well, I don't know necessarily, because Modern Warfare was kind of, for me at least, because I didn't play too much of it, but Modern Warfare to me was kind of like a blend of older Call of Duty styles and it mixed with like something more modern, if that makes sense. Basically what I'm trying to say is like it still had similar color schemes, but the gunplay was just so different. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the gunplay was different, but from a visual standpoint, from, I guess, a thematic standpoint, I guess you can say it had that, like, something like more of like a classic COD 4 or like a, MW2 sort of vibe, but just like the way the game played was completely different.
Like, to me, Black Ops Cold War definitely felt like going back to the more arcadey style that Treyarch tends to go for nowadays.
Absolutely. It came off to me as a return to form. Just how snappy everything was. Well, one, it ran very smoothly. It was very optimized, like very, very well for the technology that it was running on. So no complaints there. I haven't really run into like any crazy. I ran into like one glitch where like the dude was like running in the intro cutscene and he had no chest. He was like he Assassin's Creed Unity his shit, but like, yeah, the game ran smooth. There was no like, I think it crashed on me one time in the middle of the stream. But besides that, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really have any other problems with it. One thing I would say though, the gunplay is very, very familiar. If you're a fan of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, you'll feel right at home. If you're a fan of the sniping in Black Ops 1 and 2, you'll feel right at home. Yeah. Some of the guns make a return under different names. The Spaz 12 is back. The M16 is back.
The Commando's back.
Yeah, definitely.
Almighty Commando. Oh man, AK's back. Oh but yeah, like I want to say that time to kill definitely is slower than Modern Warfare, which me personally, I am a bigger fan of slower time to kill rather than faster time to kill. Only because it gives it basically gives more people a chance to fight back, because when you have a fast time to kill like Modern Warfare does, many people don't want to run out and, you know, rush out and try to kill people as much as they can, because they're just going to get deleted by someone who's just sitting up on a house and can just delete them in like half a second. So,
yes. Granted, I will say though, the time to kill seems quicker than Black Ops 4.
Definitely speaking, because Black Ops 4 had, for some reason, 150 HP.
Right, let's not even talk about it, because that game didn't even have auto heal, right? Did that game not have auto heal?
Nah, you had to heal by yourself. You had to manually
that's tough. All right, but yeah, this game came off as a return to form. From everything that they've seen, even the trailer that they showed that we're gonna get into a little later in the campaign, everything just seemed very, very well, very optimized. The tryhards were out that day.
Oh yes, they were.
The tryhards were out in full effect. But I have nothing else to say. The map variety was cool. I wasn't a big fan of Miami. That was probably my least favorite map. But I did like the one that they put us on with the rocks. Kind of reminded me of Afghan. And what was the other
Satellite,
one?
That's what it
Moscow.
was.
Moscow was alright. It was a cool little indoor map.
So what did you think? Also, just to quickly wrap this up. What did you think of the 12v12?
Oh, the 12v12. I actually thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was balanced well. Like, it didn't really feel like there was like too much map. It didn't feel like there was too much map and not enough people. Like, it felt like there was some action going on all the time. So I didn't mind it at all. It was cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I personally preferred the one on the snow. I forgot the name of that map over the Armada map, which is the one with the ships. Oh, granted, I still found it fun. Like going underwater, trying to capture a point. There was a cool moment in the alpha that I got on stream where, in order to avoid gunfire, I literally dove under the water, underneath. You can go all the way down underneath the submarine and then return to the other side to get to safety, which I thought was pretty cool. Aside from that, Miami definitely was my least favorite map, just because it was just too dark, despite the fact that there were so many lights. I think it looked pretty, but in terms of visibility and trying to find people, it wasn't the greatest for me. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I can definitely the more I play this, the more I can give like a comprehensive conclusion on what I think. But until then, those are our first impressions of Cold War. At least the multiplayer side.
In this alpha. But yeah, I think hopefully they have another open beta. I mean, another open beta. Hopefully they have an open beta soon after. Maybe sometime in October, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what they plan on doing it again.
All right, well, that'll be awesome then. All right, well,
hell yeah.
When that comes around, I guess we'll give more of an in-depth look at it. Hopefully they put some more shit in there. But anyways, I feel like now's a good time to start moving over into our really big piece of news, which was the main section of this. The main section, which was the PlayStation 5 review. If you guys watched last episode, you know that I predicted this. I saw this coming.
This man activated his Sharingan. Far into the future right there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go over everything that was shown off there in order. Let me go ahead and pull this article up real quick.
You already know how we do this. We take a look at the things that were revealed. We give our takes on it. Depending on what the game is, we may or may not spend more time with it. But anyway, getting started over here. You have your article pulled up?
Yes, sir. All right, I'll go down the first one, if you don't mind. All right. So
go ahead.
First thing they showed off was Final Fantasy 16. Honestly, I was really surprised to see this one. I wasn't expecting to see this at all. But one, Square Enix takes a long time with their games. and I didn't really expect them to crank out another one this quickly. I thought it was gonna be 7R Part 2. I thought it was gonna be some more Final Fantasy 14 information or update or whatnot. If they showed anything, or even Avengers, because they have that now, which is you know it's crazy. That game came out and I don't even hear anyone talking about it. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Did that game kind of die? Did that game kind of die on arrival?
I guess. I guess when they revealed the fact that like it's gonna be more of like a loot based type of game where you do missions and you get more powerful gear as you progress, and you're gonna have to like grind a little bit.
Facts. Yo, this has nothing to do with the PS5. but that just kind of stuck out to me. I was like, wow, I haven't seen a single video on my recommended. But yeah,
it's okay.
This Final Fantasy 16 trailer was mad cool. I thought I like the I'm kind of interested in the time period of which this takes place. This seems to be something like, to me it came off of more of a medieval kind of vibe, right? Yeah. I was honestly I'm not mad at it. I just want to know how they're gonna traverse this area, because what I really only beat 15. I played 13 before too, but what I really liked about 15 was the regalia. That was one of my favorite parts of the game, just because like it was just cool to traverse, and then after you beat the game, you get to type F. Everything's just so dope. So I kind of wonder how we're gonna be able to traverse this area. I know we're gonna have chocobos, but
oh, dude, we're always gonna have chocobos. It's a Final Fantasy.
True, but like that's not enough.
The Pikachu of the series.
That's not enough though.
Oh yeah, like definitely. My impressions when I first saw Final Fantasy 16, it gave me a lot of Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Return vibes. And what I mean by that, for those who have played the game, or just for a quick little synopsis, that was a Final Fantasy game in which you only controlled one character, and they were capable of doing like some crazy stuff. Like, you know how most Final Fantasy games, you have like a party of heroes that you control, or you only control one at a time, but you still have a party with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Lightning Returns, and also it looks like in this game, you only play as one character, but they have like a wide variety of stuff, and it becomes more of like a JRPG and more of an action RPG. So, because you know how in the trailers they were showing off like, you know, this kid and how he's like, I guess his protector, or whoever he was, he's going to protect him till the end, making sure all that stuff. And I'm assuming we're playing as him, and he did some crazy stuff from what I saw in that trailer. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a main game now, where it's just one character and it becomes more like an action RPG kind of game, which I think going into the future, I don't think that's a bad thing by any means.
Yeah, the gameplay actually looks slightly different from Final Fantasy 7R. One thing I would like to add on, it looked kind of more reminiscent of like a 15, but just the fluidity and just from a visual standpoint, like the fidelity looked really, really great, like even beyond 7R. But I really, really like the theme. I like the colors they were using when they were showing off that little bit of gameplay. I really got nothing. I got nothing bad to say about this game. It just looks interesting. I really want to see more. Hopefully this one's better than 15. Even though 15 was good though, but hopefully this one's better than that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not. Is this an exclusive?
Yes, it is. I believe
it was.
It's an exclusive. Yeah, PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Oh, sorry, Xbox and PC, you guys ain't getting.
It's alright, bro. It's alright.
I'm like, it'll be like a timed exclusive, I bet, and they'll probably release it on PC.
Oh no, it'll come to PC for sure.
Yeah, it'll definitely come to PC. But yeah, we don't have a release date yet. It's just been announced. We'll definitely look onto this with more information in the coming years. But yeah, so far not bad. Not off to a bad start, PlayStation.
Pardon me. The next one we got down the list going on the line is another title from Insomniac Games, which is Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was a really, really dope presentation. I love the music in this game. They're showing off. I love the cinematics, love the visuals. I love Spider-Man. I love the game, the first game. So it's just like, yes, you sold me. Take my money, please.
Definitely. the gameplay that I saw, the combat on the bridge, it looked dope. It looked like even more Spider-Man action that I loved when I played it on PlayStation for the first time. It looks like it's cool that he has like a camouflage now with that suit,
invisibility, and then he has like his own like shock things. His combos are different than Peter's. Yeah, it just looks dope.
Yeah, it looks dope. It's gonna be a launch title apparently for PlayStation 5. So if you're one of the lucky people to have access and get the PS5 on release, then I don't think you'll be left dry as most consoles tend to be, because you'll at least get something this good. Because Spider-Man Spider-Man is a good game, and this looks like it's gonna continue off of that.
Yes, sir. I feel like this game looks more of like... I mean, I thought this game was going to be like a DLC when I first saw it, but the more I see this game, it really does look like its own standalone title. And I'm happy for Miles. That's what's up. This is real dope.
Hell yeah. Yo, show some love for Miles, because he's an awesome character.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Let's go down the line here. All right. Why don't you take the next one?
Moving on.
You take the next one. Go ahead.
So, the next game that was shown is apparently a new project from Portkey Games called Hogwarts Legacy, which, from what I saw,
what did they do?
What it looks like,
Portkey Games. I've never heard of that company before.
The only game that I know of that they made is that Harry Potter mobile game. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's like Hogwarts.
Of course, I've never heard of it. What are you talking? What?
It's a Harry Potter mobile game that basically
I heard you.
A visual novel.
I heard you.
Oh man, but listen, it looks to be like a action RPG set in Hogwarts, which for those of you who know me, you would know that I have been asking for this for a very long time. So when I saw them going into Hogwarts, and keep in mind this has nothing, from what I'm seeing, it has nothing to do with the Harry Potter storyline, but rather the universe that it's created. This looks a lot of what I've always wanted in a true open world Harry Potter game, where you get to explore Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, other areas in the series. You get to choose your own. You can make your own character, go into your own house, learn spells, go to classes, fight creatures. I don't know what the story has, what they have in place for this game. All I know is that my inner fanboy of Harry Potter activated when I saw this, and I am super excited.
Yo, bump the story. What about the gameplay?
Information.
What about the gameplay? They showed no gameplay. They showed in-engine. they did the thing where they showed a little in-engine footage.
In-engine footage of them doing spells and stuff. I saw the Defense Against the Dark Arts dummy that they would use.
Well, what's the gameplay loop going to be like? I'm kind of curious. I also want to know if you could ride the broom at any time. Can you call the broom?
Oh, I hope so. You know
what I'm saying? Can you play Quidditch? Is there a Quidditch minigame?
These, all those questions you have, I just want to know more. But apparently,
can you customize your wand? Can you can you put whatever spells you want to do?
Yo, imagine
make your own
design. Your robe. Yo, oh my god, dude.
Just a few questions. I want to know more. I'm not completely sold on this. I looked up the company. I'm not really impressed at their previous work. They've done fucking 3 iOS games for Harry Potter, it seems. Yeah, I'm not sold on it entirely. I think it's a cool concept, but I wonder how they'll be able to execute. And I wonder what else is this game gonna have? Is it gonna be co-op? Is it gonna be multiplayer? What is this shit? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, how I feel like would absolutely murder a Harry Potter game?
What?
Rockstar.
Oh,
I feel like they would murk that shit, to be honest with you. But
they would do it good too, because they had Bully. Remember?
I know. That's why I'm saying that. But anyways, let's go ahead and move this one over.
Yes, sir.
Next thing they showed off was the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, little slice of campaign, vertical slice. And one thing I gotta say is, god damn it, why the fuck did they do a campaign for Black Ops 4? Y'all really fucked that one up. The next thing I want to say is I love it. It looks dope as hell. I love the action. I got nothing bad to say about this. I love everything about it.
I'm just happy that we're gonna get to play with Woods and Mason again. Those are hands down like some of my favorite characters in the Call of Duty series.
Facts. The nostalgia.
No, the nostalgia was real. We got a new I was about to say Cadler. We got a new character named Adler, who looks to be like he looks interesting. He looks like a more mature Hudson, I guess, or kind of thing. The campaign mission was fun. It was like a simple assassination mission, and they had to take down a plane, so they use an RCXD to drive past all of the jeeps that were chasing them, and then destroy the plane by detonating the RCXD from below. It looked very cinematic. It looked very over the top.
That's what I love about it. That's what I love about Call of Duty. Just give me that like, Michael Bay, you know what I'm saying? All that action.
The huge explosion, set pieces.
Yes.
All of that. It's definitely... It feels like a Treyarch campaign. A proper one. So, I'm happy. I'm excited to see what else they have.
I love just like the savagery in terms of like the nuances with how like the animations for the characters and shit like that. Like when the dude first pulled up, like the nigga stabbed somebody in the head, and then he pulled his gun out and shot him in the head while holding the knife that was in. How the fuck do you even? You know what I mean? Like what? I don't remember. I don't remember these games being so vivid. The only games the only first person shooters I know that do that kind of shit with their animations is like a Dishonored perhaps, or like something Bethesda would work on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, moving on.
You wanna go ahead and take the next one?
All right. So the next one that they showed off was some more Resident Evil Village, or Resident Evil 8, as they like to jokingly put in there with the title. It looks good. I personally haven't played the newer first-person Resident Evil games, which includes 7 and 8. I'm more of a classical Resident Evil kind of guy. You know, I love 4, I love 5, I love 3. The remakes of 2 and 3 are great, but I haven't just played the first-person ones. From what it looks like, it looks to continue off of what 7 introduced. We're going into like this weird village, and the trailer was essentially his wife or some woman just talking about like some old folk story, I guess, about a little girl going to a village not into a village, to a forest, and her getting lost, and then that coinciding with the trailer. It looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool.
We got some returning characters. Chris is back. How do you feel about that?
Chris coming back. It's cool. You
didn't give me the reaction I was looking for. I'm not gonna lie.
I really.
All right, moving on.
Deathloop. Better reaction.
No.
Listen.
All right. What do you gotta say?
It looks good. If you liked 7, I feel like you're definitely gonna like 8. But I just need to see some more gameplay instead of just the trailer we had here.
Well said.
But that's it. Yeah.
All right. Deathloop coming in from Bethesda.
Deathloop gameplay. Let's go.
Yeah, this game looks cool as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you. I like that they're showing more. I like the fact that you can control more than just 2 characters in this. I like that they showed off that other guy, and they showed more story. It looks cool. Bethesda, I got nothing to say. They did Dishonored, bro. They got this.
Yo, it looks stylish. It looks cool. I'm curious to see how they're gonna handle, like, you know, maybe they're gonna let the player plan out how the assassinations play out, because, you know, you're stuck in a death loop. No matter what, these guys have to die, so you have to choose when and how they die, while this other assassin is trying to kill you. You have a bunch of cool powers, it looks like. I just want to see more. It was one of my favorite games that was announced at the first reveal for PlayStation 5, and this is just solidifying that even more.
Coming out Q2 2021.
Yes,
All right, Bethesda. Keep an eye on that one. Where's Elder Scrolls 6 though? All right, moving on. We got Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition Capcom. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have not played Devil May Cry 5, but this game looks dope. If you definitely were a fan of that. Well, this is actually a new Special Edition. I don't know what it's coming with, and I don't know if this is the only one that's gonna be able to get an upgrade to the next gen. Like, say, like if you have the original, would it be? Will you get a free upgrade, or I'm not sure how that's gonna work. But yeah, I think this one probably just has all the DLC and some other shit.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Devil May Cry 5 was a great game. It looks great. I personally haven't played it because I was never a big Devil May Cry fan, but it looks really nice. People who have PlayStation 5, they have a good game they have access to. So yeah, you can't complain much.
Mm-hmm. I can't say the same for this next game though. All right, so listen, listen. No, hear me out, right?
Okay.
All right, so we covered this game. I believe they showed it off when they first showed off the PS5, and yes, I said what I said about this game at that time. Now I'm here to double down.
Oh no,
this shit looks like ass, bro. This Oddworld Soulstorm game, it looks like visually, it looks like it came out on the fucking Xbox 360 or it shit could run on a PS3. Like, I'm really not impressed about anything about this game. I believe it's like some type of old game that's been around for a long time, but guess what? I don't give a fuck, bro. This shit looks ass, bro. What Joe Budden say? What Joe Budden said, bro? This is a 2-pack of ass.
A 2-pack of ass.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even with it. No. Just no. This game did not. I can tell that. Bro, they showed off because you gotta understand, right? I don't even think they showed off gameplay before, and I was like, yo, this game looks trash. They showed off more gameplay, bro. This shit looks garbage. Did you see their little running animation that they was doing?
I saw their little.
And how that was getting. First of all, what the fuck is this game about?
All right, I haven't played Oddworld. The only thing I know is that I think Abe, the main character's name, his race was like imprisoned in, I think, a factory, or I don't know, it was a factory or a prison, and it was him that's trying to like help as many people from his race, clan, species to get out. So it's a platformer where you have to like guide as many of them as you can safely. Like a lot of people liked it on PlayStation 1. But this is on PS5 right now. So for those who like the series, then you'll be happy to know that it's continuing. And it looks like, I'll give it this. It looks very it looks like it doesn't take itself seriously, which is, I guess, the whole point of the series.
Which is cool because I don't take this game seriously either, bro. This shit is trash. What the fuck?
For those who do like it, you have more.
When did the last title for this game? I'm kind of curious.
I'll look it up.
What was the original name? It's called Oddworld?
Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, I believe. Oddworld Abe. Yeah, wait, alright. Abe's Odyssey. Yeah, this came out all the way back in 1997.
When was the last one, though? 2014? I see. The last one was 2014. Yeah. Was it? I'm assuming it was on PS4.
2014.
Well, listen. I did not know about this game before, and I kind of felt better back then. So I'm gonna pretend like this game doesn't exist because this shit looks garbage. I'm not gonna cap. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
We got Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah,
I never thought I would see this game again. I thought this shit was donezo, finito. You know what I'm saying? Finish.
Yeah.
Put this one in the
I
fucking.
thought it was over.
You know what I'm saying? Put this shit in the fucking casket. It close that shit. It's over. Like, it's over with. But no.
Like, this man made, like, books off of this, too.
A book. He's making movies. He literally...
Plural.
He's making a movie off this shit. And he literally made, like, 5 video games about this shit, bro.
And also a spin-off RPG. Like, there's been so many Five Nights at Freddy's, mediums. Like, there's video games, books, there's going to be a movie, there's merchandising.
Oh, yeah, God. Facts, all types of shit, bro. But, well, one, I don't know what this is. This game is just a CGI not a CGI, but like an in-engine trailer, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and it was kept vague.
Yeah, very, very vague. I'm assuming the gameplay loop is going to be the exact same with just better visuals. I'm really not expecting much from this game from a game standpoint. I feel like it's cool for the people who like it, but I don't like it. So,
the only thing
I don't hate it. I watch people play it though. Sorry.
The only thing that gave me a shock was that it's being teased for the PS5. You know what I mean? Like this at first was just as an indie game on Steam.
Looks like it got some budget behind it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like it actually, like a studio actually got behind this to make something. So I'm, that good for Scott Cawthon, that his property is getting even bigger now that PlayStation itself is showcasing it for their PS5 reveal. I'm probably gonna watch people play it. I never was a big fan of playing the games, but I love watching people play.
I think I played the game a few times in high school. Someone downloaded this shit on the high school computers.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
I remember that. Yeah.
But besides that, this game can kick rocks. But
it's just jump scare simulator, and I already hate jump scares. So.
Exactly. All right, moving on. You want to cover the
next
one? Why don't you cover the next one?
Yes, we have Demon Souls Remake, which apparently, that I just found out today, is going to be a launch title? Question mark?
Yeah. According to this article, we're getting this article from ScreenRant.com.
Yes, sir.
It apparently says this game is coming out November 12th, I believe.
Yeah. Which definitely threw me off because I thought it was going to come out in 2021. But while he checks on that, Demon Souls, for those of you who do not know, it was technically the first Souls game that From Software, I believe, made. All the way back in 2009 as a PlayStation 3 exclusive. The best way I can describe it, I told AJ this earlier, think of Dark Souls 1, but just doesn't look as good. But it had some interesting concepts.
Yep, it is a launch title. I would like to confirm it is a launch title.
Oh my god, okay, cool. The remake, I'm assuming it just showed gameplay, right? Like that was natural gameplay?
Yeah, that had to be gameplay for a fact.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was running like that on the PS5. That shit looks smooth as hell. Saucy, visual standpoint looked dope.
It did.
Character design, I'm pretty sure they're just taking character design from the original, which I have not seen anything from ever. I honestly, I've never seen gameplay from the original. But if this is like a 1-to-1 in terms of like design and map structure and enemy design, just higher fidelity and everything, I think the fans of the original are gonna lose their shit over this one. So,
yeah. I definitely saw some people from the Souls community reacting to this, and they were just absolutely hyped over seeing this. I bet you that those people are probably going to get a PS5 just to play it. Most likely. Me personally, I never played Demon Souls. I only ever played the Soul series right now. I always wanted to go back and try it. Unfortunately, the only way you can play this right now is if you have a PS3 and a copy of that. And that game is not something that you can just easily find on store shelves.
Oh, it's a PS3 title. Okay.
Yeah, exclusive.
Exclusive to PS3. Okay, makes sense of why I've never seen anything from it because it's a PS3 exclusive. Yeah. That's tough. All right. Anyway, what I want to say is, hopefully, I feel like would be really cool remake after this.
What?
After they do a Demon Souls remake, a Dark Souls 1 remake would be fire as well in this exact same engine.
Oh, that would be cool.
Because Dark Souls is kind of an older title now. This game has to be at least 10 years old right now.
Yeah, next year we'll make it 10 years.
Yeah,
next year we'll definitely make it 10 years. I personally would like that. I know there's some people that would say, "Oh, but you should just keep it in the original style." I'm like, listen, Dark Souls 1, from what I've played, is great, but I definitely wouldn't mind if they just did the same treatment, which I have a feeling they'll eventually do.
They would have to fix the bullshit though. If they don't fix the bullshit, it's still not worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
bullshit meaning like fucking hitboxes that don't make any fucking sense. And just randomness. All right, but yeah.
Aside from that, it looks good. If you really like this type of game, or if you've played Demon Souls before, then you'll be happy to know that it'll be available as a PS5 launch title and also an exclusive once again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably gonna play 2 or 3 years down the line when I actually get a PS5.
Yes, sir. Sony really came out swinging. God damn.
Yeah, they really did.
All right, now they got a couple more things they announced. 2 more things. The next thing they showed off was the PlayStation Plus collection. What was so funny?
You completely skipped for good reason.
Oh! I didn't even notice I skipped it. You're laughing. I'm like, wait, what are you laughing about?
Yo, you did this on purpose.
I swear to you, I didn't. I was literally in another tab pulling up a list of something else.
Okay, that was just too funny.
They don't even know why you're laughing, bro. You want to explain yourself?
Alright, so next after Demon's Souls, they revealed that Fortnite is going to be available on launch for PlayStation 5.
Okay,
I was just
you
laughing.
can just end it there. That's just it. I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
I was just laughing because it's like you intentionally
I did, but I didn't intentionally leave it out there. I was in
I
another
know.
fucking tab.
But that's why it was funny. Moving on.
Yippee fucking do that Fortnite, nigga. Alright, whatever. Fucking PlayStation Plus. Are you
Alright.
Are you done? No,
I'm done.
Alright,
I'm done.
cool.
I'm done.
Alright, cool. So the PlayStation Plus collection they announced. We're gonna go through a list. I got a list pulled up in front of me of every game that they said is gonna be on here. And it goes as such. God of War 2018, Bloodborne, Final Fantasy 15, Mortal Kombat X, Until Dawn, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Persona 5, Resident Evil 7, Monster Hunter World, Fallout 4, Uncharted 4, Ratchet & Clank, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Battlefield 1, Infamous Second Son, and Batman Arkham Knight are coming to PlayStation Plus for free at no additional cost.
Yeah. You can just download the game, according to Sony, right? When they revealed it, you could just download the game off of whatever service they have for the PlayStation Plus collection, and you can just play it, just like that. If you have PlayStation Plus,
I'm curious though, because they didn't. Is it no additional cost for real?
Like I said, like we only have what they showed us. They didn't mention anything about like, you know, you have to pay extra to have the game. Like, you know how Stadia does it, where you have the subscription and you also have to pay for the game. It just looks like kind of like an Xbox Game Pass sort of thing, where if you have PlayStation Plus and you have a PlayStation 5, then you have access to PlayStation 4's like greatest games. You know, God of War, Last of Us Remastered, Days Gone, Bloodborne, Persona 5, Battlefield 1, like, you know, those games really helped bring PlayStation 4 as, like, you know, a very popular and powerful console that has, like, great games that you can play right off the bat. I just see it as, like, a way for them to, like, you know, start doing their own game sharing service. I'm not sure if PlayStation Now is going to be launching with the PlayStation 5, so this is probably, like, their own way of, like, doing it, giving people who have PlayStation Plus on PS5 a chance to access maybe, like, you know, some of the games like I said earlier. Like, give them a chance and give them something to play.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on.
Moving on.
I guess.
Actually, before we talk about this,
what's up?
Before we talk about this, do you want to just talk about the last thing and then we can just leave this piece of news for the end?
Yeah. So let's talk about this. They showed off a God of War sequel. They teased it very, very. They put a fucking JPEG up and some fucking some stock footage of like some particles going on. It was like, yeah, here.
Yeah, and then they had Kratos.
It's called Ragnarok, coming next year.
Yeah.
What you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's not much more than I can say than I just want to see what Ragnarok is. We only have 2021 to go off of. I love God of War 2018. One of my favorite games of that generation, hands down. Such a great video game, and I just want to see what they could do with the sequel. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Alright, so the last thing they showed off was the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Digital Edition price and release date. I believe it's coming out November 12th in the US and Canada, and like November 19th everywhere else. And the pricing is $500 and $400 respectively. Yeah, how do you feel about this price?
I think, well, one, you called it.
Yeah, I did. I did call it.
You called it, hands down. $500. It's the same as Xbox and how they're doing it. $400 though for the digital. Now, from what I understand, you know how Xbox, the $300 one is like a little bit less powerful than the Xbox Series X, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, with this one, there really is no difference aside from the fact that one has the disc drive and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, $400 for everything that the PlayStation 5 has, except, you just have to download games. I think that's not a bad price. I don't think that's a bad deal whatsoever, especially if you're not going to get cut on features that the more expensive console would have.
I'm not mad at this.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this whatsoever.
This is fair. This is fair.
Yeah. $400 just to get, a downloadable PS5, essentially. Not bad.
Yeah, I think that was everything on our list, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That was everything.
Definitely.
Legit everything. If you had to give this presentation a letter score, what would you give it?
I would give this presentation an A-. I give it an A-. Or at the very least, at lowest, a B+.
Okay. B-
just because they had a lot of hits. They have Spider-Man. For me, Hogwarts Legacy, Deathloop, more news on that. Demon Souls remake, the price, God of War sequel has finally been announced. Others than that, yeah.
The
price is not that bad.
I'm gonna give it an A. Yeah.
An A.
Yeah. They did what Sony usually does, which they show the games and they give people what they want. I feel like this left fans completely satisfied. So
yeah,
this accomplished its task. This did what it needed to do, and I'm happy.
It did what Sony always just does, like you said. That Xbox has been struggling. Show off games that people will care about.
Oh my goodness! All right, well, yeah, I feel like that's everything on our list. So I think now's a good time to start doing a wrap up. What do you think?
Yes, sir. I think it's time for the wrap up.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the wrap up then. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Loading Podcast, episode 40, make sure you go ahead and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes because it helps us grow in the algorithm. Also, make sure if you have any questions for future segments, you can leave them on our site at anchor.fm/The Loading Podcast. Also, make sure you're aware you can check us out on any other platform. That includes Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Apple Podcast, and literally anywhere else. And on top of that, make sure you check out our video version, which is available at my YouTube channel, which is at Aaron Ryder, ARANRYDER. That's the same @ you can find all of my socials as well. That includes Twitter, Instagram, and you can find my guy over here at...
You could find me under Flying Ride, that is FLYINGRAI, on all my social media platforms now because I am in the process of making all of them the same username instead of what I used to have before. You can also join me on Twitch under the same name. Soon we're going to be tackling Dark Souls 2. If you guys want to check that out, what is considered the black sheep of the Dark Souls series. So that should be fun. Come in, have a good time. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Alright, guys. As always, my name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur.
And this has been the Loading Podcast, episode 40. Peace.
See you guys next time.